Now again, the question being whether Sunetra Pawar's leadership is being looked at for the interim period, or is this a long-term decision? Would it be premature to talk about it at this point? Is it the emotional factor that is playing out more, or is it also the fact that she shares a good equation with the faction by and large, and her leadership will sort of pave into a smoother transition?
Remember, when Ajit Pawar used to, travel across or probably even be in Baramati, she always seemed like she was the shadow of Ajit Pawar. However, never came in the forefront until we saw the entire tiff or the posturing during the parliamentary election between Sunetra Pawar and Supriya Sule that had really happened and, drawn much attention. But as of now, we really cannot say as to whether whether it will be for a long run or whether this is just an emotional aspect which is being raked up and because the family has just lost their stalwart that Sunetra Pawar is getting. But certainly remember one thing, that she is now the first deputy chief minister of Maharashtra who's a woman. And she will, however, have to prove her mantle as a person. You remember, Ajit Pawar was someone who had great organizational skill. He had great vocabulary when it came and making connections with the people. Will Sunetra Pawar be able to do the same? Is something that she will have to prove, and probably, as the old saying say, only time will tell. But
Right.
certainly,
And Vidya, let's quickly take our viewers through the details. We are just flashing on our screens right now. The decision has been unanimously taken, and Sunetra Pawar has been chosen as the CLP leader at that NCP legislative meet that is underway. It has already begun in Mumbai, and even as we continue to stay with those pictures coming in from inside the meeting, she has been chosen as the NCP CLP leader. The decision has been made, all of them on the same page clearly. While you still say that some of the MLAs are missing, an account of that will happen at a later point, and what exactly were the reasons of why the missing heads chose to do what they did. But at the moment, it is clear Sunetra Pawar holding the baton, leading the way forward after Ajit Pawar's demise. She is the one who's been chosen as the NCP CLP leader. As you're describing for us, Vidya, it may not be an easy road down for her, political challenges that she'll also face, but the CLP endorsement that has certainly come in. Vidya. All right, not too sure if Vidya is still connected with us, but there we stay with those pictures. And breaking news that has just come in, as Sunetra Pawar has been chosen as the NCP CLP leader. Unanimous decision by the faction, and the endorsement that has come in from the CLP. Remember, key decisions that have already been taken when it comes to Deputy Chief Minister post. She will take over in place of her husband at 5 p.m. this evening is when she will be sworn in, and the oath-taking ceremony will take place. And even the other portfolios that her husband had held, which included State Excise and Sports, is something that will remain in her control. Of course, Finance Ministry at the moment, the finance portfolio that we are talking about for the interim period will be under Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, but that is only for the interim period until the budget session takes place. So far, it is Sunetra Pawar who is now the face of the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP. This amid merger talks, this amid whether the two factions can come together, this amid details and statements that have come out of how Ajit Pawar was keen on a merger. An announcement would have come in after the local polls in Baramati. But that said, Ajit Pawar is not there to tell his story, and while statements are being corroborated, what really will happen on that front when it comes to Sharad Pawar and Sunetra Pawar deciding on that big decision, the future of the NCP, whether the merger talks will actually take shape in the manner that is being projected. Remember, a meeting that is also underway in Pune that is being led by Sharad Pawar, and a part of that meeting is also Supriya Sule and Parth Pawar, the son of Sunetra Pawar, who at the moment has been chosen as the NCP CLP leader. This, of course, is the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP that we are talking about. And so far as we understand, the faction wants to project a smooth transition. The faction wants to project smooth continuity and the message of unity, saying that this is not the time for any political turbulence. This is not the time for any opposition. This is not the time for any resistance. They all come together to the natural successor of Ajit Pawar, who is his wife, Sunetra Pawar. And Sunetra Pawar will now lead the way forward when it comes to the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP. Vidya is back with us on the broadcast. The CLP endorsement has been given. Vidya.
Yes, in fact, Chhagan Bhujbal was the one who made this proposal for Sunetra Pawar to be made as the leader of the party, and unanimously it was elected. She was selected. Everyone raised their hands for her and supported her. In fact, right before this entire, event, we did see that there was a Shok Prasava, that proposal also of Ajit Pawar's demise, that was mentioned. And right after that, Chhagan Bhujbal proposed Sunetra Pawar's name, and immediately it was accepted by everyone present inside the room unanimously.